Here's something that'll blow your mind. 97% of women think cologne is sexy. That's almost every single woman you'll ever meet. But here's the crazy part. Most guys are wearing the wrong fragrances. My friend Marcus learned this the hard way. He'd been using the same drugstore cologne for years, wondering why his dating life was going nowhere. Then one night, he borrowed his roommate's expensive fragrance for a date. 3 hours later, she was leaning in closer, asking what he was wearing. That night changed everything for him. Today, we're diving deep into the fragrances that actually make women's hearts race. I gathered 10 women from different backgrounds and had them smell the top colognes of 2025. Their reactions were, let's just say, eye-opening. Picture this. You're standing in a fragrance store, surrounded by hundreds of bottles. Each one promises to make you irresistible. The sales guy is pushing whatever gives him the biggest commission. You're overwhelmed, confused, and about to drop serious cash on something that might make you smell like a walking flower shop. Here's what makes it worse. What you think smells amazing might make women run in the opposite direction. That fresh, clean scent you love. She might find it boring. That bold, masculine fragrance, it could be giving her a headache. The stakes are higher than you think. Research shows that scent is just as important as looks when women choose a partner. Get it wrong, and you're sabotaging yourself before you even say hello. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Jesse, and I'm glad you clicked on this video. Before we jump into our top 10, let me share what our panel told us. They want fragrances that last. Nothing worse than a guy who smells amazing for the first hour, then completely disappears. They notice quality. Cheap fragrances smell cheap, and women can tell the difference immediately. They prefer woody, fresh, and musky scents over everything else. Think less teenage body spray, more sophisticated gentlemen. Number 10. Sauvage Dior Elixir. Starting our countdown with a powerhouse that divided our panel. Sauvage Dior Elixir opens with a blast of bergamot and grapefruit that hits you like a cold shower. The heart brings in spicy nutmeg and rich lavender, while the base settles into smooth sandalwood and amber. Sarah, a 26-year-old teacher, said it reminded her of a confident businessman walking into a boardroom. The projection is insane. People will smell you coming from across the room. Longevity? Easily 8 to 10 hours on skin. This one's perfect for evening wear and cooler weather. It's bold, it's masculine, and it definitely makes a statement. But be careful with the application. 2 sprays maximum, or you'll overpower everyone around you. Number 9. Stronger With You by Emporio Armani. Here's a fragrance that surprised everyone. Stronger With You opens with fresh cardamom and pink pepper, creating this spicy sweet introduction that immediately grabs attention. The heart reveals warm cinnamon and aromatic sage, while the base wraps you in creamy vanilla and smooth chestnuts. Jessica, who works in marketing, described it as boyfriend material in a bottle. She said it smells like someone you'd want to cuddle with during a Netflix marathon. The sweetness never becomes cloying, and the spice keeps it from being too feminine. Performance is solid, 6 to 7 hours with moderate projection. It's incredibly versatile, working just as well in the office as it does on a dinner date. This one's particularly amazing during the fall and winter months. Number 8. Layton Exclusive. This one's a hidden gem that most people haven't heard of. Layton Exclusive opens with bright citrus notes of lemon and bergamot, but quickly evolves into something much more complex. The heart introduces floral jasmine and spicy black pepper, while the base brings in rich oud and warm amber. Our panel was intrigued by its uniqueness. Maria, a 29-year-old nurse, said it smelled expensive and mysterious. She kept asking what it was because she'd never smelled anything quite like it. The longevity impressed everyone. This one easily pushes 8 hours on skin with excellent projection. It's perfect for special occasions when you want to stand out from the crowd. Spring and summer are ideal seasons for this sophisticated blend. Number 7. Oix Eau de Parfum by Yves Saint Laurent. Now we're getting into serious territory. Oix EDP opens with a burst of fresh bergamot and ginger, creating this energetic, confident vibe from the very first spray. The heart develops with aromatic sage and juniper berries, while the base anchors everything with warm cedar wood and rich incense. Amanda, a 24-year-old graphic designer, said it smelled like success and ambition. She explained that it reminded her of young entrepreneurs she'd met at networking events, driven, polished, and slightly rebellious. The performance is where this one really shines. 7 to 8 hours easily, with a projection that commands respect without being overwhelming. It's incredibly versatile, perfect for business meetings, casual dates, or nights out with friends. Number 6. Outwood by Tom Ford. Here's where things get interesting. Outwood opens with the rich woody scent of oud, but Tom Ford's masterful blending makes it approachable rather than overwhelming. Brazilian rosewood and Chinese pepper add complexity, while the heart brings in warm sandalwood and smooth rosewood. The base is pure luxury. Creamy vanilla, soft amber, and subtle musk create this cocoon of warmth that's absolutely addictive. Our panel was divided, but those who loved it were completely obsessed. Rachel, a 27-year-old lawyer, said it was the most sophisticated scent she'd ever smelled. She mentioned that any man wearing this would immediately have her attention because it showed he understood quality and wasn't afraid to invest in himself. Performance is excellent. 6 to 8 hours with intimate projection that draws people closer rather than announcing your presence from across the room. Number 5. Bleu de Chanel Parfum. This is the fragrance that came up repeatedly in our pre-testing interviews. Bleu de Chanel Parfum opens with fresh citrus notes of lemon and bergamot, but quickly develops into something much more sophisticated. The heart reveals warm ginger and nutmeg, while the base settles into rich sandalwood and smooth cedar. What makes this special is the perfect balance. It's fresh enough for daytime wear, but sophisticated enough for evening events. Our panel consistently rated it as timeless and elegant. Lisa, a 25-year-old marketing coordinator, put it perfectly. This smells like a man who has his life together. The longevity is impressive. 7 to 8 hours with moderate projection. That's perfect for any professional environment. Number 4. Santal 33 by Le Labo. Here's the fragrance that sparked the most passionate reactions. Santal 33 opens with spicy cardamom and soft iris, creating this unique introduction that's unlike anything else on the market. The heart brings in creamy sandalwood and aromatic cedar, while the base adds leather and subtle musk. The reactions were intense. Half our panel was completely obsessed, while the others found it too unusual. Emma, a 28-year-old photographer, said it was intoxicating and addictive. She mentioned that any man wearing this would be unforgettable. The performance is solid, 6 to 7 hours with moderate projection. It's perfect for cooler weather and evening wear. This one's definitely not for everyone, but those who love it are completely devoted to it. Number 3. Jean-Paul Gaultier Le Male. Now we're talking about a true classic. Le Male opens with fresh lavender and aromatic mint, creating this clean barbershop vibe that immediately commands attention. The heart develops with warm cinnamon and exotic orange blossom, while the base wraps everything in creamy vanilla and smooth amber. What shocked our panel was how modern this 1995 fragrance still feels. Kate, a 26-year-old HR manager, said it was timeless masculinity in a bottle. She explained that it reminded her of classic Hollywood leading men, confident, charming, and undeniably attractive. The performance is where this one really delivers. 8 to 9 hours easily, with a projection that ensures you'll be remembered long after you leave the room. It's incredibly versatile, working in almost any situation or season. Number 2. Alter by Parfums de Marly. Here's our biggest surprise. Alter opens with a warm blast of cinnamon and cardamom, immediately followed by delicate orange blossom and fresh bergamot. This creates an incredibly inviting introduction that's both spicy and floral. The heart develops with rich bourbon vanilla and resinous elemi, while the base wraps everything in sweet praline, smooth musk, and creamy ambroxan. What makes this special is the candied almond and tonka bean that appear in the dry down, creating this gourmand masterpiece that's absolutely addictive. Our panel was blown away by how sophisticated yet approachable this 2023 release feels. Jennifer, A 30-year-old accountant said it was like being wrapped in a cashmere blanket made of vanilla and spices. She mentioned that it had this comforting yet seductive quality that made her want to stay close to whoever was wearing it. The longevity impressed everyone. This one easily pushes 9 hours on skin with excellent projection. It's perfect for cooler weather and evening wear, especially when you want to feel both powerful and approachable. Number 1, Baccarat Rouge 540 by Maison Francis Kurkdjian. And here's our winner, the fragrance that made every woman on our panel stop and take notice. Baccarat Rouge 540 opens with delicate jasmine and warm saffron, creating this ethereal, almost hypnotic introduction. The heart develops with sweet amber and rich cedar, while the base settles into creamy woods and soft musk. But here's what makes it special. This fragrance transforms completely on your skin. What starts as floral and spicy becomes warm, sensual, and absolutely magnetic. Our entire panel agreed. This was the most attractive fragrance they'd smelled. Michel, a 32-year-old architect, summed it up perfectly. This doesn't just smell good. This makes you want to get closer to whoever's wearing it. The performance is exceptional. 10 to 12 hours with a projection that creates this beautiful aura around you. This is the fragrance that separates boys from men. It's sophisticated, unique, and absolutely unforgettable. After watching 10 women react to these fragrances, 3 things became crystal clear. First, quality matters more than price. Our panel could immediately tell the difference between cheap and expensive fragrances, and they always preferred the higher quality options. Second, less is more. The fragrances that performed best were those that enhanced rather than overwhelmed. Women want to smell you, not your cologne from across the room. Third, confidence is everything. The best fragrance in the world won't help if you don't wear it with confidence. Choose something that makes you feel amazing, and that confidence will be magnetic. Here's what you need to do. Don't blind buy any of these fragrances. Find a way to sample them first. What smells amazing on your friend might not work with your skin chemistry. Give each fragrance time to develop. The first impression isn't always the lasting one. And pay attention to how people react when you wear different fragrances. Do they lean in closer? Do they compliment your scent? Do they ask what you're wearing? These are the signs you've found your signature. Remember, the goal isn't to smell like everyone else, it's to smell like the best version of yourself. Oh, what's your current signature fragrance? Drop it in the comments below. I'd love to hear what's working for you. And if you found this helpful, make sure to subscribe, because we've got more fragrance content coming that'll completely change how you think about scent. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Until next time, smell and feel good. Stay fragrant.